one they should be scared of. Not you, not Mr. J, because I'm Harley freaking Quinn!
Who's having a good time?
Get ready, ladies.
So Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. What a name. Some people love it and some people hate it, and I'm quite down with it. I think it's very Harley Quinn cheeky, and even with this film coming out February 7th, 2020 with Cassandra directing and even Margot Robbie producing this time, there's still a whole bunch we don't really know about it, but here's what we do know. So I'm going to do a little bit of like an everything we kind of learned from the trailer and just kind of most details we know about the Birds of Prey movie as of when making this video. So of course everyone, if you go on to enjoy this video and you want to see more Birds of Prey coverage just like this, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you're brand new. So of course at first, or just not even that long ago really, we got those posters, the whole of the main cast featured with wings flying around Harley's head. Some people, yet again, just kind of like the name of this movie, really haven't taken to this poster, but then again fandoms will always be like, yeah, this is amazing, and you'll get a lot of people as well saying, what the heck is this? Now I kind of like the cuckoo approach of a load of birds flying around Harley's head. It kind of fits the theme of the character if you're asking me, and also it runs with the Birds of Prey theme as well. But to me it's just a little bit of a fun poster for a more fun approach DC movie in my opinion, but hey, that is just my opinion. Then we also had that mini teaser played before It Chapter 2 with a bunch of balloons and then Harley herself appearing saying she's so over clowns, with that paired with the added title of this movie where you can kind of understand how Harley has somewhat moved on from the Joker. But recently we got that first full trailer for Birds of Prey, which gave us honestly our best look at the movie so far. I mean, obviously it was kind of like a full trailer for the movie, but like, what did we learn out of that? So in the movie, the Birds of Prey will be rescuing Cassandra Cain from the crime lord Ewan McGregor's Black Mask and his goons, who is also accompanied by Chris Messina's Victor Zsasz. Now Victor Zsasz is another one of Batman's villains, who is a serial killer who carves the number of his kills through tallies on his body, which you get several shots of in this trailer, but more about Victor Zsasz a little bit later. Now given the title of this movie and from what we know of the plot so far, throughout the movie it's going to focus on Harley's evolution while she outgrows the Joker and leaves him behind, which will see Harley figuring herself out for the first time among a group team up of popular DC characters who make up the Birds of Prey in the comics, minus other members such as Batgirl, but hey, maybe another time in the future, maybe. And the series of events that will unfold in the movie will give Harley the perfect opportunity to do that, with the very ending shot of the trailer showing Harley blowing up Ace Chemicals, symbolizing how she is destroying her beginning with the Joker and writing her own story. Also, the trailer gives us our first peek at that, with Harley moving on from the Joker by cutting off the ends of her pigtails, saying that they have also broken up, and we see her throwing knives at a picture of Jared Leto's Joker towards the beginning of the trailer, and what also seems to be her apartment, which we also get another shot of later on with Harley and Cassandra Cain taking cover, as I can only assume Black Mask and his goons are probably breaking in. Now one interesting thing is to consider what actually happened between Harley and the Joker. I mean, after Suicide Squad he broke her out of prison, and I suspect that we might get flashbacks to a minor degree of their breakup being portrayed in the movie, perhaps not seeing Jared Leto himself, but more of like a stand-in actor from a distance perhaps. I seem to remember something like behind the scenes like this being filmed, but then again, it might not reach the final cut. They might just decide to go with that they've broken up, and that's all you need to know. But who are the other Birds of Prey members in this iteration? The central figures being the Birds of Prey team in this movie are Elizabeth Winstead as the Huntress, who is the last surviving daughter of one of the 5 families that made up Gotham's Mafia, and then we have throughout the trailer seeing her go around taking like various mafia looking people out, also while looking badass on her motorbike while equipping her signature crossbow. Then we have Rosie Perez playing Renee Montoya, a detective of the GCPD, as some of you already may know this, who seems to have been either fired at some point early on, or maybe just perhaps quits the GCPD. Now for the Black Canary, played by Janae Smollett-Bell, who I'm sure I just butchered that name, is a badass hand-to-hand fighter blended in with her sonic canary cry power, who as many of you probably already know is quite tied to the Green Arrow, hero in the comics. We see her at the beginning of the new trailer talking to Harley, which seems to be in Black Mask's nightclub. As later we also see the Black Canary singing in his nightclub on stage, and notice how when she does, we have that drink bubbling away as if the glass is about to smash due to a likely canary cry. And of course we can't forget about Margot Robbie, who is reprising her role as Harley Quinn as continued on from Suicide Squad. Now it looks like after her breakup with the Joker, it seems she swiftly seeks some company with not only the members of the Birds of Prey, but through getting a hyena. Now this is a nod at the Joker and Harley's hyenas, known as Bud and Lou, but it seems that in Birds of Prey, Harley only has one, but it might sport one of those two names. We'll just have to wait and see. When we see Harley with Cassandra Cain getting attacked by some gang members here, it seems that they are in the GCPD evidence lockup. This is perhaps when Renee Montoya gets involved. And one thing you may notice is that the Black Mask in the duration of the trailer, or any promo material for that matter, is that he isn't really sporting the one thing that earns his name, the Black Mask. I'm thinking that during the film he'll just be known as the crime lord Roman Sionis. This is a possible setup for the end of the movie where he might be fused with it, thus bringing about his name, Black Mask, from there on out. I mean, we do have some foreshadowing and little elements of Black Mask in the trailer where it seems as though Roman Sionis is freaking out in frustration in this scene, and next to him are two heads. Now one that is clear and another one that has this black stuff tied all around the face, so you could argue this perhaps symbolizes how he will also be engulfed by that by the end of the movie. Now with this drawing right next to Roman Sionis' head, these are similar to the dancers we see next to Harley wearing these similar-esque black masks wrapped around their faces. Not that I think that the Black Mask will actually end up looking like this, but yet again, it's just all little stuff to add into the equation. Now we do see Roman Sionis in the trailer earlier on sporting some black gloves, with perhaps here looking at Cassandra Cain and perhaps her parents tied up, as well as Harley captured by Black Mask at his nightclub, and it looks like she might be in for an interrogation, perhaps to find out where Cassandra is. And lastly guys, this is quite an interesting scene because we might actually get a teeny little peek at the Black Mask himself wearing the Black Mask. Yes, believe it or not, this might possibly be it. I'm not saying it definitively is, but you never know. So lastly, where we actually see Harley roller skating after the car that you can see Cassandra Cain is in, this is a bit of speculation, but whoever is shooting at Harley through the back window here seems to be wearing something that resembles like a mask where their head would be, and you never know, this could be Roman Sionis actually sporting the Black Mask. Yet again, we don't know if he's actually finally wearing it because it's kind of fused to his face, or if it's just kind of a fashion statement and he actually wears it as kind of a symbol. We don't really know as of yet how this iteration will decide to apply the mask to Roman Sionis, but it would be awesome if this is actually our first little teaser of Ewan McGregor's Roman Sionis wearing it as he shoots out at Harley trying to rescue Cassandra. I guess just ultimately we'll have to wait and see. And another little thing is that it looks like the Birds of Prey might make a somewhat final stand in this booby trap land, which seems to be one of the typical get-ups and places that Joker and Harley would definitely have within Gotham. And this could just be very well Harley taking the Birds of Prey back there to get equipped and prepared with a load of weapons of choice, and it seems from previous footage this does look to be where a massive battle does take place, and it could be where Zsasz might get defeated. As we know, Zsasz will be in this location. We see a body laying on the floor. I mean, I hope Zsasz doesn't die. I'm not a massive fan of when villains just get introduced in one movie and then they're killed off. The same on TV shows. I have more of the preference where they're kind of defeated or they're just locked up to go to jail and then they can always break out again, but you never know, this could be where Victor Zsasz might get killed. But that is more or less just about everything we know about Birds of Prey so far, guys. Just from every detail we've got from before the trailer and now after the trailer. I expect obviously another trailer or two to come out before February 7th, 2020, which is the release date of Birds of Prey. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with everything, every little detail that might pop out or stand out in those trailers, be sure to stay tuned to the channel by subscribing to make sure you don't miss out on anything like that. But more importantly, guys, I would love to know what you thought of this trailer down in the comments below. Do you have any theories about what I pointed out, whether that's in regards to Victor Zsasz, how Roman Sionis actually might be fused with his Black Mask? Do you think that will actually happen, or do you think that will just simply wear one? There's a bunch of stuff to talk about when it comes to Birds of Prey, so I would just love to hear your guys' opinions on everything. Aside from that, everyone, if you want to talk about Birds of Prey and have an actual discussion with me personally openly about it, you can do so in my Discord server. I'm pretty active there, so I'll leave the Discord server link in the top pinned comment of the comment section down below. You can follow me a bit further on my social media links down in the description. Other than that, I do have a Patreon if you want to support the channel a little bit further to help fuel the content that I create. But that is honestly everything, guys, so just thank you so much for checking this video out. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.